So before we build and test this gaming PC, I want to go over each and every single part and let you know that this is quite literally the cheapest possible new quote-unquote computer that you can actually build in 2025. So the first thing that I want to go over is the RTX 5060. I do want to quickly say that this is definitely going to be more aimed at emulation. If you just plan on playing games at 1080p, this is going to be great for that. But because of the lack of VRAM on the RTX 5060, it only having 8 gigabytes, you're not really going to be able to get past 1080p gaming. You can absolutely enter 1440p if you want to tinker with the settings on the computer and inside of the games and things of that nature. But just note that I am building this specifically for emulation. There is going to be a 12 terabyte hard drive that is on its way, but the motherboard, we got the Asus B650. This is a really good budget motherboard. It's going to support everything that we're going to be using on this thing. I have some Trident Z RGB RAM. There's not going to be much RGB going on. I did actually have some extra RGB fans for my actual case. I put 3 RGB fans. The CPU that we're going to be using here is an AMD Ryzen 5 7600X. We're going to be using a Samsung SSD. It's nothing super special. That's where our operating system and a few of the emulators that I'm going to be installing on this thing are going to be running from, just because I want an SSD to have that kind of stuff. And then the hard drive is going to have that full library of games. Now, while I do understand there are some less expensive power supplies on Amazon, please do not get something. The power supply inside of a computer, this is something that people really overlook, but it is so important for your computer. Like, everything inside of it is powered by it. Everything inside of it is connected to it. So when you get something that does not have this 80 plus bronze, and a company that does this all the time is Apevia. They have extremely low-end power supplies that you might think you're getting a good deal on, but because it does not have that, if you have anything happen to your circuit, even if you have one of these surge protecting circuits, you're putting your entire computer at risk. So this is pretty much the bottom of the barrel that you should go when you're getting a power supply. So for the CPU cooler, we're going to be using the Dark Rock Elite from Be Quiet. I absolutely love Be Quiet. They're an incredible company. They make some really good products for an extremely good price. I'm definitely building this more for emulation and things of that nature, just because this little mini PC that I have right here is incredible for everything up to the PS3 and Switch. But the big problem with this is I grew up playing the Xbox, and those emulators are very unoptimized. It's the Xbox and the Xbox 360. It's very hard for a mini PC to run those, and it's not enough for that. And there's some Xbox titles that I want to play, so that is why I'm going to be building a dedicated computer for that. You know what? I was actually just going to re-record this PC build because I made a freaking newbie mistake and ordered a case that this motherboard right here will actually not fit in. So I figured, hey, what the heck, might as well remind people that when you're buying a PC case, make sure if you have a quote-unquote normal size motherboard, or in other words an ATX motherboard, that you actually get a mid-tower case. I just barely ordered a new Be Quiet case. It's going to be here tomorrow. So what I'm going to show you is this is what you need to look out for when you're buying a case. I'm an absolute idiot and just completely forgot to do this. So this right here says ATX mid-tower case, and then if I come back here to the case that I ended up getting, this is a micro ATX case. So yeah, I'm just a complete idiot. So price of this PC is going to increase $10, but whatever, and this is what I have to do for you guys. You see how awesome I am to move my camera all the way around for you to record PC builds. I'm such a wonderful human being. I already know that I'm going to get comments on the NVMe and RAM that I ended up using in this thing. So we are going to replace the RAM and NVMe with some very cheap Team Group. This is only 16 gigabytes of RAM here. It's running at 4800 megahertz. And then we're also going to be putting in a crucial 1 terabyte NVMe. And I do want to say something right now. I do understand that there are some cheaper options when it comes to getting stuff Okay, but I built this computer for longevity. I built this computer so that the people who are building it and using it actually enjoy it, okay? I didn't want to recommend a bunch of garbage parts that are going to give people a ton of headaches, and it's going to be a nightmare using, and then you're going to have to upgrade this thing within a year from now, okay? So while I do understand there are some cheaper options, man, like a power supply, as an example, I can't recommend stuff that I would not like actually use myself, okay? So the cooler, it's gonna keep the CPU running nice and cool for its entire life. I did in fact already set everything up as far as, dude, this is so much quicker with the whatever, the 12 terabyte drive. So if you're installing RAM, there's a little slot, figured I'd just say that, and then you line it up with the actual motherboard slot. You always put I don't want to say always, but every computer I've ever built, and I built hundreds of them, the RAM goes in slot A, slot A2 and B2, and I probably, this is so much harder doing it with the CPU cooler installed, because that thing's a behemoth of a CPU cooler. It's a very large CPU cooler. And why is this not, there we go. Just say what's that not going there. Alright, and I'm actually also going to see if this actually fits now. Just because, I don't know, I had to take the front of this thing off because this memory was getting in the way, so I want to see if this actually fits now. And just so we're clear that there's no overheating at all with this CPU, so it is running nice and chilly. However, I do want to see if this actually does fit now. Let's go, boys! Now we don't have to, and there is RGB with this thing too, but I ran out of RGB slots, and frankly, we seem to have also run out of the ability to reach the fan wire plug that I need to obtain here in order to plug this fan back in, which is awesome that my RAM is now not in my way, which I absolutely do enjoy. Right, this is so dark. Let's go, boys. Now we're back in business. I'm gonna tuck that wire back up in there. I'm gonna boot this bad boy up. I don't even know if it's gonna give me the CPU warning now, or not CPU warning, the RAM thing, what your RAM has changed, because that was running at 4800 megahertz. Anyways, I didn't enable any XMP or anything like that. I just had this laying around for a budget computer. That's awesome that actually fits now. Sweet! Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and toss this thing back up on there. So the reason I put the 64 gigabytes of RAM is because I like to record. I like to do a bunch of stuff on the computer. However, this is something that I'm like never going to be using as far as like personal. And let me know what you guys think about the like more vloggy style of content. And just so we're clear, I did in fact turn the power supply off. I did ground myself so you can relax, saying, oh my god, he's gonna fry the motherboard and he's gonna fry the parts with static electricity and all kinds of other staticness. That keyboard is so sick. I love it. Put it back on. Let's go. RGB lights. Let's go. Oh yeah, it changed. Appreciate you there, bud. Whoa. What was that noise? Alright, so unfortunately it did change my RAM thing, so I gotta wait for that now. Rip-a-doodle. Alright, so now I'm gonna go ahead and move you guys over here. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Watch it. I probably like fried my motherboard, right? I did something. Right. Probably fried everything. Now it ain't gonna work. Oh my goodness, let's go! Let's go! I booted! Let's go! Why is my RGB lights not on? Okay, I was gonna say. Alright, So come over here to Task Manager, make sure that RAM's running at least 4800 megahertz because that's like the dirt cheapest RAM ever. Like you cannot get cheaper RAM. Memory, yeah, 4800. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys how quick that drive boots. Alright, so this PC, 12TB. You come over here to Core Type. We go into the application. It does take a little bit for like the emulator and stuff to load and stuff like that, but it does run much quicker than the hard drive, the external hard drive. It's probably, I want to say it's probably like twice as fast, maybe 3 times. You can see that booted super quick. And just so we're clear, I don't understand like why everybody like needs me to like, everyone's like wanting me to like actually launch the game from the actual like emulator. I mean, do you really enjoy this right here? Do you really enjoy just like waiting for all this loading? I don't really understand why people need me to do that. Where's my controller? I forgot. Plug it in. Come on, baby. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Not that it's gonna matter. Not that it's gonna matter. There's not gonna be any audio, by the way. This monitor didn't have a Super Game Boy. I saw that. Oh, it left off right where I was, too. I already played it, by the way. We're just gonna go ahead and load up some double. You see how quick everything is? Like the video is like immediately there now. You feel me? Do you feel me, boys and girls? Alright, so we're just gonna play up some 007. I do have my cookies in my oven, by the way, so hurry up. Better fast forward. No. Hurry up, bruh. This is like the worst part about old games. You gotta wait for everything. All the load screen and crap. It's one of the benefits. I can already, and I didn't actually have to change the name of the drive, by the way, for those of you that do the exact same thing with me. I didn't have to change the drive to whatever E. Come on, baby. I hope that's normal. Is that normal? That screen right there. I hope I didn't break my monitor. Okay. Oh, that is nice, crispy. That's gotta be 60. Yep. You heard my cookies are done. And they're gonna be burning. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys watch this epic cutscene. You guys love that air conditioner sound. Woo, baby! Alright, Xbox. Let's see if it's lagging. Oh, that is so much better. Oh. Wait a second. Oh my goodness, that's miscombobulated. This is like swap. Alright, I'm gonna play this way. Ooh, baby, that's even harder. I hate the fact that you have to disable this, bro. I really do. Where's my game bar? Gaming. Right, yeah, this one. No, I don't fucking want it. I hate that, bro. It's so irritating. It's terrible. So I was hitting the button. Okay, that's my bad. Display mode. No, that's not the right one. All setting. General display. Window size. I don't think that. Raw. I'm a noob right now, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no, that's not what I want. Yo! Let me. This is what you guys asked for. You wanted to see this. Just saying, not my problem. Why are you not letting me get in there? It will literally just let me do it. Why are you not letting me do it now? Crap bag. Settings. Full screen, display mode, okay. Aspect ratio, okay. Settings, snapshot, okay. Settings. All settings. System, about, okay. General input display. I'm getting really. Whoa, what's that? Double Agent 07. I just invented in the game. Alright, settings. All settings, display. Oh my dude, you saw me do it before. All settings, display. Alright, I give up. I don't even know. Oh hey, genius. I'm so smart, guys. Look at me. Alright, we're going internal 4. We're gonna go to 4. Wait, that would be right. 480. That would be 4K, right? Alright. Let's now we're. Oh, I'm so intelligent, guys. Alright. Let's hurry up and let me play the game. I feel like a genius, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god, that's so much superior. You guys can tell that, right? I hope. Hurry up and let me continue. How do I swap to my gun? Alright. There's no way you guys can't tell. Alright, so you do this. Go to my setting. Go to all setting. Come over here. 1. Oh, you see how blurry and like pixelated it is? Please tell me you guys can tell with my camera. You guys asked for this crap, just so we're clear. This is not everybody that wanted to see me tinkering around and messing around with everything. This is what you guys asked for. So I'm just saying. All right, actually, I'm gonna put you guys right in front of it so that you can like experience what I'm experiencing. Oh my goodness, my chair's in my way. Hold up. Oh my god, that's so annoying, actually. Alright, oh, that's motion sickness into oblivion, too. Alright, you ready? Yeah, you can tell. Alright, so you see the pixelated. And I come here, go to my setting. All setting. We go in. Let's actually crank it to 8, why not? Look an absolute beast. We have a computer that's capable of it now, so. Yeah, you see that? Oh, that's so superior. Oh, look at the crispness. Woo! What do? I don't have audio, so I have no idea. Alright, now let's do it again so you guys can tell. And then I'm gonna go ahead and not continue to do this. Alright. You see, just look right here. Or can I move this? No. Alright, you ready? Keep your eye right there, by the way. See how blurry it is now? The camera's blurring it, but it's for me and my eyeball. Actually, hang on. Ooh. Alright. Now I don't have to edit the video. Sick. Alright, so I am actually adjusting it, by the way, just so you guys can see. So I'm going to zoom in even more so that you guys can actually tell. Yeah, see how it's like pixelated? Alright, we're going to crank it to 8. I will say beep as soon as I do it. Ready? Beep. Oh, it takes a minute to load. That's my camera noise, by the way. It is sharp AF. Looking at, whoa there, buddy. Ultra wide. There we go. I'm gonna keep it at, that looks so nice, dude. That's so sick. All right, we're gonna, what is the button? This one? How did I back out last time? Now I can't even get out. All right, here we go. Okay, so you have to hit both of those. Oh, that looks, all right, I gotta go to the bathroom and my cookies are I gotta turn my oven down even more. So there you go, man. You guys asked me to do this, so if you want like other consoles, I played, whatever, I played the, Switch and RPC S3 already, but I have to go to the bathroom. So that's everything. You guys asked me to like show you this live. I have no idea why you want me to, why you wanted to watch the like loading and everything, but like I said, the mini PC is just not capable of Xbox and Xbox 360 stuff. and then upscaling PS3 past like, I want to say like 1080p, 1440p. It really depends on the game. So great PC, highly recommend it. I'm definitely not going to include 30 minutes of me messing around figuring this stuff out. So peace.